All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the August 15th Dunbar City Council meeting. Our invitation will be given tonight by Steve Arnold.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have about 40 prayers. Yeah, with us, brings to this what we need for the next decisions. The city, thank you for all the people. With the city, increase wisdom, gives patience, come back to take correct. Mercy and grace.
Jesse, would you
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Walker, will you call for that roll call?
Steve Arnett.
Here.
Mike Scipio.
Here.
Doug Bushman.
Here.
Paul Yeager.
Here.
Greg Wolf.
Here.
Sharon Haynes. Here. Jim Hughes.
Here.
Linda Vaughn. I'm here.
Having a quorum present, I now declare this meeting in order. Next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the August 1st, 2022 council meeting.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we approve minutes for August 1st, 2022, city council meeting as written.
Have a motion on the floor by Doug Bushman, second by Linda Vargas, to approve minutes for the August 1st, 2022 city council meeting. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is I want to recognize that there is a resident from Dunbar that is turning 100 on August 23rd, 2022. Her name is Lois Campbell, and I have some of her family here. And as I was explaining beforehand, the plaque that I ordered has not made it in, so I will make sure I get it to you by the end of the week. It should be in any time. So we want to recognize her for turning 100.
She's lived in Dunbar for 74 years.
Wow. I don't know how we missed her a couple of years ago.
Same house.
Wow. All right. The next item on the agenda is the invoices submitted for payment of $123,293.98. Have a motion on the floor by Mike Scipio, second by Sharon Haynes, to approve the invoices totaling $123,293.98. Any questions, comments, concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is the award contract to finish the city hall sidewalk out front.
Make a motion we award contract to cash in about $8,575.
I have a motion on the floor by Mike Scipio, seconded by Linda Vargas, to award the contract to Jason Cashdo to finish the Dunbar City Hall sidewalk out front for $8,575. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Mr. Cashdo is a instructor at the Eleanor site for their Putnam County Technical Center in the concrete industry, and he has to get back to work. So he will be starting probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, depending on weather. He assures us it'll be done by Friday. And as you all see on Facebook and everywhere else, tearing down houses, fixing the place across the street for the fall festival, getting everything else done, we've ran out of time. So we appreciate city council if this does get passed. All right, All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is to purchase the new snowplow and spreader from Baker Equipment in the total amount of $18,474.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion on the floor to approve buy the new snowplow and spreader from Baker Equipment for $18,474 by Jim Hughes, seconded by Bobby Yeager. Is there any questions, comments, or concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is approval of a service contract for the extrication equipment from the fire department with a total of $1,915.78.
So moved.
I'll second.
Shit.
Yeah.
Have a motion on the floor by Greg Wolf, seconded by Sharon Page to approve the service contract for the extrication equipment for the fire department in the total of $1,915.78. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Next item on the agenda is the police chief, Brian Hudson.
Of course, I always start out by saying it's been busy, because it seems like it's always busy. We just went through National Night Out. We had a very successful National Night Out. We did ours on a different date, but we had a good turnout. Everybody who was present got to see the police dogs doing stuff, got to talk to policemen, got to see the fire department doing things, cutting up cars. We had a really good turnout. Other than that, just been answering calls, getting ready for the Fall Festival coming up. We're planning on that. But other than that, just business as usual, trying to get ahead of everything. I'll stand for any questions.
Fire Chief Jason Burger.
Mayor, council, citizens. Again, we've been busy as well. Today, one of our new guys, Alex, is back from his 2 weeks military training. Actually, you might have seen them out this afternoon in pickup. They were going out weeding the hydrants that we talked about at the last meeting. Our other new guy, Cody Vance, in the last 2 weeks, Deputy Chief Hyman has done a fantastic job going through the bookwork with him. He's passed his firefighter 1 test, firefighter 2 test, and his hazmat operations test. So he's, as soon as we can get the skills caught up, he will be a full-fledged firefighter in the state of West Virginia. Those guys have done a great job. National Night Out, we got to cut the car up. It was a little slower than normal for those of you that were there and saw it. Our new guy, Cody, that was there, had never used a set of tools and never cut up a car. So we took that as a training moment to kind of, I guess, initiate him to that. The last thing I have is this Thursday, we're going to be going down to the EPTC on the hill across from the Bear plant to do some of our live fire hands-on training with the 2 new guys. Actually, there'll be a lot of us down there, but so if any of you guys want to come down and watch and or participate, we have extra gear. Up on the hill there from the Bear plant. Yeah, it's right across, there's a sign by the road, EPTC, and then there's another small sign. If you put Firehill Road, I believe in Apple Maps or Google Maps, it'll take you right there. But we're going to be going down there starting about 9 o'clock. If you guys have any questions, I'll take them.
Public Works Director, Tony.
Good evening, council. We've been extremely busy tearing down houses, as you've probably seen. We've had, 3 now in the last 2 weeks at the ground. We've been busy hauling those off. We've been over here at the plaza, all new grass has been planted, everything's done over there as far as the grass. Hopefully we have plenty of grass grown by the time we have Fall Festival. That's all I have. If you got any questions?
Is your limb truck still running there, or are you taking it down for a while?
No, it's still running. The only thing that we've had is we had the chipper out to Leslie Equipment, the blade need to be replaced. And we're due to pick that up tomorrow.
Okay. So you still go down alleys and check because there's a couple of valves.
Sanitary Department, Director Matt Dawson is in class tonight and couldn't be here. Building Inspector Hugh Leishman, is not here tonight. Parks and Recreation Director Jesse Matt.
This past Saturday, we had our movie night here in the plaza. We had approximately about 48 people there. The weather was great, and it was a good turnout for that, so it was glad to have that. I thank everyone that attended and all the people that helped out. It was greatly appreciated. On October the 1st, we had our citywide yard sale, and like I said, we've had it on Facebook and the citywide webpage, and we've been advertising that too. And the tables will be winning. Will be in the front of the police department there in the parking lot for that Saturday, October 1. So we're looking forward to that. Hope we have a big turnout for that. Also on October 22nd, we have the Blue Bash here at the City Plaza and the 12th Street Plaza. So we'll be looking forward to that. We've been already started working on that, getting vendors, people to participate, volunteers for that too as well. Just don't forget on September 16th and 17th, the Fall Festival. And so we've been working very hard on that. And so it's starting to come together now. So we're looking forward to another big turnout for that too as well. And also forthcoming, we've already taken a lot of vendors. I've already got probably 30 or 35 vendors already, or I'm sorry, participants for the Christmas parade on December the 2nd. It's always the first Friday in December. And so we already got a lot of people already committed to that, and start a little early because we give people a chance to get their floats ready and their cars and their volunteers for that.
Remind everybody about we have a meeting tomorrow too, right?
The Parks and Rec Committee meeting is at 2 o'clock here at the City Council chambers.
All right, anybody in the public have anything? Yes, sir.
I was just wanting to know the status of my property on Roxlane Road. As of a couple of weeks ago, I don't believe nothing has been filed. I could be wrong. As of next month, it'll be 1 year. I was told 6 months to a year that I'd have some type of answer. The problem that I have now is so many people have claims for flooding, for FEMA, that I wonder if I'll ever be able to get this property straightened out, tore down, or whatever you decide to do with it. So that's what I'm trying to find out is, has there anything been even done to this?
I know the application was started. I will have to check in the morning. I will have you call you in the morning, and we will have an answer for you tomorrow.
You know, it's going on a year.
I understand that.
And I've lost a year's rent over this situation. And there's no way I can move the property. You know, the day that, can't think of his name, says right there. The day he come up there to check things, it flooded again that day. And it's backing up to the sewer. It's not overflowing. So I did not go up there and check it today because I had a busy day, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm back in there again today.
I will have you an answer tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Tom?
Well, I just thought I would mention with school starting on Monday, has there been any additional consideration for cutting the brush and the trees and the limbs on all the sidewalks in Westmoreland and Low Gap and Roxlane Road? There'll be a lot of kids out trying to catch buses and
Roxanna Road in the state of West Virginia and I are fighting. Westmoreland, I can assure you that'll get cleaned up.
Low Gap.
Low Gap will get cleaned up.
Sidewalks are impassable.
Yes, but those will be taken care of. But as far as Roxanna Road all the way down through there,
I understand.
I drove it this morning because I wanted to see the water. And
Yeah.
the state of West Virginia has unfortunately moved all their stuff to Sissonville right now. So as soon as they can get in here, I talked to the director up in North Charleston, and he will be getting as quick as he can to get it down.
And I appreciate that. That's needed done. I was just thinking about kids and school buses, sidewalks.
Right. And the police department will be out patrolling the areas where they go through. Put on your list also, by the way, Dunbar Primary, I want you down there the first morning to see how the traffic is handled. We may have to make that a one-way in and out on all streets going into the school for the certain time period and then change it. We always have a mess there every year. Anybody else? All right, Steve.
Just one comment or question. Last meeting, I brought up about the problem in the alley around, I think it's 18th Street behind there. They have problems with red car. Didn't notice that the red car is gone. So whoever check that out, they got to take care of it. They also complained about those people on 19th Street, yes, parking their vehicle out in the alley. So I drove down there on my way to council meeting and it was sticking out in the alley right now.
I didn't know about.
Well, no, it's problems they had texted me about. There's no way a garbage truck can get down the alley right now. I got through, but I had to go over to somebody's parking area, somebody's yard to get through. So
Which alley?
300 block between 18th and 19th.
it's the same, place you took the red car out of. Probably the same people.
The Camaro?
Yeah, the one that's wrecked that you talked to. Dude.
Yeah.
And they're parking the car now. I mean, they're out in the alley, but it's sticking out. They parked, perpendicular to the alley, and it's nose and stuff going in the alley. Why don't you check it? It's all.
All right.
Yeah, I got a couple things. Number one, that house, ours at 1605, we have to do something with that. I mean, that's just totally ridiculous now. God bless, I turned 1605.
All right.
Yeah.
Second house on four.
Yeah.
Yes.
Write that down and pass it on to get that coverage.
The bush is taking over the sidewalk. Yeah, the bush is taking over the sidewalk, now they've already taken over the house. Also, last week we passed the second reading on ordinance, 1705.1, which gives the council the authorization to declare property hazard and have it torn down. It also states in this ordinance that we have to give the property owner 14-day prior notice for council action.
That's why it's not on the agenda. It will be on the next agenda.
Yes, I'd like to have the property in next 1254 West Virginia Avenue, property owner notified,
It's already been done.
we're taking up the next council.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all. Yes, sir. I just noticed today, police chief officer at 1802 Payne Avenue, somebody has towed a car in there. It looks like it's totaled to me. They've got it up on jack stands and they are now working on it. They're taking the front end out from under it. So I know that's not allowed, right, on our city streets.
Out on the street.
It's on the street, yes, sir.
Yeah.
The black Volkswagen, I think.
Okay.
Okay, and, now I forgot the other thing. I just started. Okay, that's all, God, if I remember. Yes, I did. I marked it down.
Once he says my name,
Bobby Yeager.
I remember.
the only thing I got is I know the weather's been bad, everybody's held up because of rain, but there's some parts of the city where the grass creek is not where we need it yet. It's 2-3 feet high. And it's hard for us to get on, other people are, it's 3 feet high. It's hard to reach.
show you some of the texts that I've been doing today.
I mean, I know everybody's gonna claim weather, but there's been enough sunny days they couldn't have something.
I do remember now, Mr. Mayor, that's Mound School.
Yes, sir.
They have not touched that grass.
I spoke to him today.
Did you?
Yeah.
And he needs to do the sidewalk.
Sidewalks, yes, on
The shrubs will come back out
sidewalks,
on 20th Street.
and I even walked out there and I showed him what he needed to do.
425 22nd Street.
That was mowed Saturday.
Yes. Did the
Right.
city
Said he
do it?
didn't mow.
I'm sorry, but they need to go back and remow it because they didn't do between the sidewalk and the streets.
It was one of those situations where he was driving around doing it, I'll have him check it.
Okay, please, because
He did cut the main yard. I don't know what happened, I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses, but he did cut
Did you
it.
go by there today?
yes,
Okay, cause I thought it was cut today.
the yard part was, yes.
The
Right.
curb too.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no.
I'll
But
take care of it.
anyway, the former, not the owner that passed away, but the former owner was my wife's cousin. She knows where those people are.
I found
She- Oh,
got
okay, you found it, okay.
I got
That was all. Thank you.
Sure.
Oh,
Connie?
I'm good.
Jim?
I know it's been busy over the last month too with everything going on around the city, and I just want my hats off to all you department heads, everybody. It takes a lot of work to put on these functions, and we've all had a enjoyable time with that. Very, very much for outstanding work y'all been doing. Looks great. It was fun.
Sharon? Linda?
I had two different places about grass on Ward 4. They're gone. But I do need to talk about that drain out on that side of the building. There was water downstairs.
I was gonna ask if there was water down there this morning.
Yes,
4 inches of rain in a half hour, it makes it kind of hard not to.
yeah. It came through on that side over there, not on the entrance side over there, and it came in, see where the piano is, water came
Those
Yes.
are probably new.
right in there. Water, no, through the underneath the doors.
Coming down the ramp.
Yeah, because that last sandbag out there's been run over so many times. And
We have other places
it is.
till we can get in here. What we're trying to do is catch everything up, and we will get there, and then we've got Marks Road to finish. That'll be coming up as soon as we get all the bids in, to finish Marks Road, with the drainage system down through there. We've got to finish the sidewalk out front. The house is off the ground that we've already tore down, plus 2 more that's coming down.
They have to be off the ground too. Can they put some more sand?
Yeah, that's what I told him, to get some sandbags down there. But we will be getting on that as quickly as possible, I promise.
We're not gonna try to do Mark Road or something.
No, it's out for bid. It is out for bid.
I do have one question, Mayor. How many more houses you got scheduled to be demoed in the last, or in the near future?
I have 2 more left to go, and then the firehouse. We did tear down the road, the house that burnt up on Roberts Road. We tore down 901 Dutch Hollow Road, and we tore down 1008, I believe it is, West Virginia Avenue.
Yes.
Those 3, that's what I want to tell everybody that is on YouTube and everything, Facebook. When I rented equipment, that was to tear down 2-story houses. As I'm tearing down a 2-story house, once it's on the ground, we're moving that machine to the next place. I saw comments all weekend about, well, if you're gonna tear one down, get rid of it before you move to the next one. Well, they don't know what we're paying per week to use those machines. So we've been moving those machines to get the more bang for the buck. The guys are coming in behind it and cleaning that up this week. Hopefully, and then we tore down 153 7th Street, one house, and it had an apartment out back, and we've repurposed that. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Bogus is in the process of taking it out and moving it to another area right outside of town so that we can put it, it was in pretty good shape, the second floor, but it was all one piece of property. The front house was destroyed, the second piece was okay. So he's taking that and moving it right outside the city to put it up as rental of property. Saving us a lot of money from having to dump fees and tear down 153 and 157, I believe it is. Dunbar Avenue will be coming down in the next probably in the next week or two. We're not going to move to those though until we finish cleaning 901, the Dunbar Avenue one, the West Virginia Avenue one, and the one on Roberts Road. Because I can return the equipment after I get rid of those three. Our equipment can handle the rest. And we'll be getting hopefully 1256 West Virginia Avenue also. By the next council meeting, you all give the approval. He has an appeal period after that. And if that doesn't happen, I'll look for it to happen. I think he's pretty much gave up that he's not going to be able to keep it. Once he gets noticed, if he doesn't show up at the council meeting, that'll give us a pretty good taste of what's going to happen in the 14 days. At the end of 14 days, we tear it down, haul it off, and put a lien against the property. So that's where we stand.
I won't finish my question again since you explained about the equipment rental, so I'll ask it another meeting. There's two parts to that question, but I won't finish.
Go ahead and ask.
No, because it involves pulling people off. I was going to ask, after we tore down the firehouse, the burn house over here, did we not have a bad problem with homeless in the other 3 or 4 properties, that we could pull the 4 public works guys off and clean our streets up a little bit with all the gutters and the curbs.
We'll be getting that too, because the paint machine's breaking out probably tomorrow to clean up. And if you haven't noticed down Myers Avenue how well it's been cleaned, it's going to be painted tomorrow. Ohio Avenue will be started painting. 12th Street as soon as we get done here. But we will be moving. I don't have to tear the 2 down up on the other end of town unless the homeless are in it. If the homeless are in it, then we'll approach it and we'll go from there.
But I didn't know about your rental price on all the equipment for the tearing house down.
Anybody have anything else? Yes, sir.
No, go ahead.
Couple meetings ago, Mr. Hughes spoke about a property. I just thought of it when he was giving his update. Right there in the turn in Roxlana, where the homeless up the steps.
You're talking about on Lower Midland?
No, right there where Mulder Ground is.
Okay.
There's a blue Mustang parked out front. Now there's 1 or more windows busted out of that car.
Parked in front of those 3 pieces of property in there?
Right on Roxlana Road, yes, sir.
Sure.
And there's also at least 7, maybe more shopping buggies. They're starting to pile up so deep that they're going to be out in the road soon. Every day there's one more. And I don't know.
Is that the house I call on the cliff?
Yeah.
Donnie, right there at the end of the parkway, and you get the public works.
You'll see that, right? So you'll see the shopping carts. Like this.
Yeah, they're right by the white line on the road. And so is the blue car, blue Mustang. So I haven't seen those people in a little while. Maybe Mr. Hughes has.
Greg, guess when you went on.
Yeah, they're there.
Okay.
They had chickens.
They must
and
be
I
shopping.
got on about that, and they got rid of them. And I told them that those shopping carts, they could actually be charged for shoplifting. But they don't care.
Don't expect, they don't have much to lose, I guess. Okay.
The 3 houses up on the hill, they're right on my phone, is this what you're just now talking about?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask about. What about those?
We've been talking about for a year now, going 2 years.
Yeah.
The guy's got an attorney, and the attorney and he have been talking back and forth, so I'm not sure where it stands at this time.
But there is someone living there? other than
Nobody's
homeless?
living in those 3.
Okay.
It's to the left of
It's the
those.
one that's over to the left on the rock, or the concrete wall that goes from street.
Now, this new ordinance that we just passed, like for instance, the house there on Midway, we not give him notice because it's been now a year and no one's done anything to that house whatsoever. They haven't started construction on it, they haven't done anything.
I'll talk to, Steve and see if it fits under that. If it does fit under that, we'll put it on.
Can you give me an estimate on when the drain over there might be fixed?
No, ma'am. I'd like to say tomorrow, but I don't have this on here.
On, this drain out here, and whatever on the side over there.
No, I would like to say that if we can get everything across the street, all the houses hauled out, and the concrete out front finished, then we should be able to start.
This has been that way for over a year. Okay. But I'll be years. I see when I was.
Yes.
I was a flood victim down there myself when I was a police officer. And I understand.
You all had to swim.
Yes, ma'am. 4 feet of hail water still stored up against the front door of the police department 1 year.
I remember that day.
Uh,
I remember that day.
Yeah, it was bad.
We used to have water in our beds when it flooded.
Anybody else?
We never did.
No, I didn't need it.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, if there's, for good order, if there's no other city business, I move that we bring this to a meeting.
Second.